Hello, boys. I'm back. Yes, it's been a long 8 months since I've talked to you all, but finally, I'm back. Fuck all these guys. They don't matter. I'm back. Okay, fine. I can't do that for much longer. But regardless, I am back here with a recap of WrestleMania, which has come and gone. We had TakeOver on Saturday. We had WrestleMania on Sunday, Raw after Monday, and now SmackDown after on Tuesday. So now when it comes to WrestleMania, WrestleMania is usually either really, really good or really, really bad. A lot of the times in our minds, it's hard to determine whether a WrestleMania is true neutral. Well, this is weird because this WrestleMania, I feel, was as true neutral as you can get. And I say this because the start of WrestleMania 34 was the greatest WrestleMania of all time. And the end of WrestleMania 34 was the worst WrestleMania of all time. So this wasn't a good WrestleMania. It wasn't a bad WrestleMania. It was certainly a WrestleMania, though. Greetings. My name is Calvin. I am joined here by Kanako the Squirrel.
Hello.
And, of course, Voice of Reason.
Blech.
I know, Voice of Reason, you didn't have a very high opinion of this one.
No, I did not. Once again, like 32, TakeOver Orlando. TakeOver New Orleans spoiled me.
TakeOver usually
I want to point
does.
something out. I went to WrestleMania 27.
26.
27 or was it 26?
26.
26, yeah. With Undertaker and Michaels for Michaels' career. I want to point something out to you. That was a better WrestleMania than the one we just received.
Yeah. Now, with that said, the thing is, like I said, the beginning of WrestleMania was great. The pre-show had good story advancement pretty much everywhere. The Ronda Rousey match was better than it had any right to be. The opening triple threat was fantastic. Charlotte versus Asuka had a surprising finish and was again very good. The United States Championship match was pretty inoffensive. It was there, it came and went, didn't take too much longer. The SmackDown Tag Team Championship match was pretty good. The surprise with John Cena was goddamn great. But it's pretty much like right around the time Daniel Bryan shows up when the whole thing falls apart.
Yeah.
Also, hi, Nikki.
Hello.
Hey, Nikki.
Hello,
Hey,
Nikki. I will
you're
adjust
so
your
fine,
volume
you're so
accordingly.
fine.
Cool.
Right, now that song's in my head.
So the pre-show, there's one thing we need to talk about when it comes to the pre-show specifically, and that is the finish to the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale.
Okay, now I missed this because I was actually coming back from dropping off my girlfriend.
I watched it. I watched WrestleMania in its entirety. All of the pre-show, all of the main show.
Why would you do that to yourself?
I did that. What did
Because
I do?
I was joining the Cultaholic guys in the drinking game. I was sloshed by the end of the night.
Oh no, I was 14 shots in.
You poor bastard.
Jesus.
At the end.
I had to work that night. I couldn't do that, but
The advantages of being a professional wrestler: you don't have to work the next day.
Yeah.
and if you do, they can make it a storyline.
So the finish of the Battle Royale, of course, was not only did Matt Hardy win it, but he won it with the assistance of the deleted Bray Wyatt. The cult leader becomes the cult follower.
That's
Very interesting.
I'd say.
I see I have no issue with this. The only issue I will have with Bray Wyatt is if he's just Bray Wyatt still. If he's original, like early Bray Wyatt, where he's the like Floridian cult leader kind of person, I'd be fine with that. But if it's spooky, mystical bullshit Bray, I just don't care.
I feel like there's something more at play because if you saw the promo on Raw between him, Matt, and Dradaniro, like the way that Bray was talking, it sounded very sinister, like he was following along with what Matt was going with, but it felt like there was something just beneath the surface.
that could be something that develops later, but I'm not sure right now.
Yeah.
But what does matter is I have no issue with the men's battle royal at all.
Yeah, it was good.
Yep. I didn't see it, but I knew about the ending. It's going to be interesting, story-wise going forward. The match I did see, I just managed to catch it wasn't on the network, but the YouTube channel, was the Cruiserweight Championship match. That was very good.
Let's go in order.
Yeah,
It was in order.
Yeah, Cruiserweight Championship is next.
Yes.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah,
Yes.
It was.
Who cares?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. But,
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Nikki.
It's not time for the yes chants yet, guys. It's later in the show.
So,
Actually, I don't think we'll be chanting yes, but we'll get there when we get there.
but yeah, the match between Cedric and Mustafa was pretty good. I will say that there were at least 2 other matches in the Cruiserweight tournament that were better, but those matches were amazeballs, so like I can't complain too hard. I guess the right man won because like Cedric is been building longer, but I still feel like him turning heel at the end would have been a little bit. It would have led to a better story, but oh well.
See, here's my question.
Mhm.
Because I made this prediction in the prediction videos. If Mustafa Ali won, he would hold it for a fair while. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
If Cedric Alexander won, he'd be a transitional champion. I am sticking by that prediction.
Here's what I've been meaning to ask about that. Transitioning to who?
So, here's the thing. Where are we about to head to in April?
The Greatest Royal Rumble?
Yeah. And where is that?
Saudi Arabia?
And how stupid is Vince McMahon?
Well,
Mustafa's not from Saudi Arabia.
Yes, but remember his last name.
honestly, you're talking
Vince
about
is using the Greatest Royal Rumble and its Universal Championship title to just put it on Brock and have a good reaction. I could totally see him doing this here.
Maybe, but Mustafa doesn't need any help with getting over. He's already fucking over.
he's already over.
Yeah. That's the thing though. Vince wants to make doing a show in Saudi Arabia like this a yearly thing. So I have a feeling that is the reason why we didn't have some of the titles that we wanted to change hands at this show at Mania. I think he decided to save some of them for the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Perhaps.
Which will annoy me vehemently because a lot of people pay a lot of money to go to Mania to see really good matches and ends of the storyline. Now, luckily, we got the end of a storyline in this kind of tournament thing, but it didn't really start up a new story, which is...
Not yet. We'll wait for 205 Live later.
Yeah.
Okay,
We'll
next.
skip the women's battle royale. Naomi won. Woo. So now we get into the main card, which is the IC title triple threat. Rollins, Miz, and Baller. And I loved it because I was watching with a whole bunch of my friends, and I was the only one that picked Rollins because Grand Slam. And guess who won? Rollins because of Grand Slam.
That was exactly my reasoning for picking Rollins as well. These other two...
I picked The Miz.
Yeah, because you're dumb. I'm kidding.
Do you want me to bring up one of the picks that I made?
Honestly, Nikki, you have no legs to stand on. You all lost. None of you got even half the card right.
None of us have legs to stand on, but still.
I have a big leg to stand on, thank you very much.
Hey now.
All right, stop.
I do want to say one thing on Miz. Regarding his entrance with what was it? Dallas and
The Miz
Axel.
Taraj.
with the Miz Taraj, telling them to go back into the gorilla position.
Face turn.
I was initially thinking that. They could be setting something up later down the line. I know after Raw, Miz hopped a plane to Los Angeles because I know that because Lil Kariba was on the same damn plane.
Huh. Neat.
So yes, he's going back to LA to see his wife and raise his kid, which is good. Yeah, good. He needs the break.
He's been carrying the mid card on Raw for a goddamn year.
Now he gets to carry another thing, a baby.
Aw.
Okay, so I don't think there's a lot to say about the match other than it was totally solid, 4 stars, no complaints from me.
Yeah, I've actually written down some stuff. Really good match of the my personal match of the night. All 3 workers got the share in. Rollins getting the Grand Slam win. Okay, very good. That's my notes on it.
Yeah, most people's match of the night is one of 3 matches. It's this one or the one that happened after that, the SmackDown Women's Championship match, Charlotte Flair versus Asuka. So, all right, hold on. One at a time here because something very, very big happened. All right, as we all know, we all saw it. A 200 match long winning streak ended here. Your thoughts?
At first, I was really upset about this. Because it's like, she's been on the main roster for, 6 months? Barely? Like, she's barely had that much time to establish herself as the greatest female performer on the women's roster. But now that I've had some time to think about it, Charlotte Flair is the best female wrestler arguably in the world right now. She is on a very thin podium with very few other people on it. So if anybody's going to legitimately break this streak without any kind of fuckery, then Charlotte's probably the one to do it.
Yeah. I would have to agree there. Not to mention, you can't keep streaks like this going on for too long. You run the risk of running someone too high and too powerful. And Asuka was running that train because, especially if she's going to turn face, you can't do that because that's what we like to call the John Cena and Roman Reigns problem. And you don't want someone, because the biggest advantage of the WWE's women's roster is that they don't have anyone like that, really. Everyone runs the same risk of winning and losing, which is fantastic. So now that they've ended that and they're moving on, now we get to see what Asuka does. And Kanako, you've been strangely quiet.
I had to take a phone call.
Okay.
Oh.
That would be why I was strangely quiet. I had to mute myself and take a phone call. Anyway, you're talking about Asuka.
Yes.
Kaneko is not a happy squirrel.
Yeah, I figured you wouldn't be because you're okay. There were a lot of people that were tweeting after WrestleMania that said, this WrestleMania sucked. They just needed to do the predictable shit. When
so
over the last 5 years, they've been complaining that WWE is too predictable.
See, it's not that we don't want predictability. Certain matches are predictable because they're acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, the Asuka winning over Charlotte, that is an acceptable, predictable win because the majority of the fans want it. The majority of fans can see it happening. It doesn't hurt either one if Asuka wins. And it doesn't hurt anyone outside of like either division, SmackDown or Raw. Roman Reigns, if he had have won later in the night, and him winning the way he would have, that would have been bad for everyone who'd faced Brock Lesnar up to that point. That is why we don't like that kind of predictable.
All right, what about this match?
This match, up until the ending was technically sound, and although could have been a lot better. The one big move that I would have removed out of the whole thing, though, is the Spanish Fly.
Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah. Holy, that could have... As much as I like seeing the top row Spanish Fly, that could have ended
They
badly.
should not have done that. Like the moment I saw the launch, I was like, no. Charlotte and Asuka are not good together, not enough to do that. Because this is something you don't really understand. A Spanish Fly is really hard to do because your timing has to be perfect.
No, I understand that. That's very easy to understand. Spanish Fly looks difficult as fuck.
It is difficult as fuck.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why I would have been okay with that, even though I am vehemently against the predictable win of Roman Reigns, there's the big difference. Asuka has earned the right to have a predictable win. Roman Reigns is getting it forced upon us.
But, okay. So, with that said, when does Asuka lose the streak?
See, how I was thinking they were going to book it is have Asuka on SmackDown having a massive run, have Ronda Rousey on Raw have a massive run.
Oh, have them go against each other.
Have them go against each other at either Survivor Series or like some big cross-brand event, and then whoever wins has a massive rub.
Have you ever considered that maybe WWE chose Charlotte over Asuka due to her wrestling a more pure WWE style, and that's what they're booking as the main event for WrestleMania 35?
Okay, here's the reason. That match the match where here's my addendum to that. I honestly think Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey will be a bad match. Not because of the fault of the two women, because their styles will be very similar. Because they've both grown up in the WWE system.
A lot of the greatest matches in WWE were from people that grew up in the WWE system.
Like?
Shawn Michaels v. Undertaker, Triple H v. Undertaker.
Shawn Michaels and Undertaker both wrestled long before they joined WWE.
Not long enough. At that time,
yes.
they had both been with the company for over 20 years at that point. At that point, your origins don't matter.
No. I thought you were talking about the Bad Blood match.
No, I wasn't talking about Bad Blood. I was talking about the later one.
No, that also doesn't count because that's two veterans. At this point,
is it possible to please you?
Yeah, it feels like you're moving the goalposts.
Honestly, man.
No. I'm trying to give you reasonable points. Reasonable point. In Charlotte, not a veteran, but getting there. Yeah? Ronda Rousey, a very accomplished rookie. When it comes to wrestling, when it comes to WWE, like professional wrestling. Michaels versus Undertaker, at the match you're selecting, two veterans with over 20 years of experience. Does not equate.
All right.
Okay.
I think I'm sorry, I'm getting confused by this.
I honestly, I can't understand this reasoning, and at this point, it feels like you're upset just because you didn't get what you want. I'm going to be completely blunt here. That's just what it sounds like.
Right.
And I will allow you to save your frustrations for another match on the card. Not for this one though.
Yeah. I'll say this. I'm with Nick. I'm actually with Nikki. At first, I was kind of pissed that they would end the streak now, but if there was anyone who I would prefer to end the streak, it would be Charlotte Flair.
Yes, agreed. She's the best one on the roster.
Mm-hmm.
She's the most accomplished champion, and she is the one with the pedigree.
Yeah. My second pick, however, would have been Bayley as revenge from so many years back with the NXT Takeover
Dallas.
So,
NXT Takeover Dallas, and still has not beaten her. Yeah.
quick question.
Yeah.
You guys all hated the fact Undertaker lost to Brock Lesnar, correct?
No, I thought that was an incredibly amazing turning point in the industry. It's one of the most
No,
important
I'm
things-
saying the fact that Brock Lesnar beat him, and then they gave the rub to the fact that the person who beat the whole Goldberg thing. You didn't like the fact that happened.
Oh, what? Wait.
What?
Oh, wait. The initial streak breaking.
Yeah, the initial streak break.
At the start, yeah. At the start, I'd say yeah. Now, now that
Looking back on it,
looking back on it,
3+ years.
yeah, 4+ years later, now he's a permanent heel. So, yeah.
Yeah. Looking back on that
So-
moment, it's one of the most important, amazing, incredible, prestigious moments ever.
Here's the thing. I'm fine with Brock Lesnar winning. I'm not fine with the fact that his first big loss was to Goldberg instead of another permanent WWE guy.
Oh, you just saying that put a big smile on my face. I loved every second of that, man.
All right.
Oh no, I love the moment, but the fact that they didn't give that to give the fact that hell, I would have been fine if they gave it to Roman, and that's saying something.
No,
to
you
me.
wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
No, you would not.
There is
Even
no
try it.
way.
No,
No,
stop,
at the time,
stop,
at the
stop lying,
time,
stop lying.
Stop. There is no
at
way.
the time, I would have been.
I don't believe
Because
you.
that was that. Remember, that was almost 2 years ago now.
That was right in the middle of when he was burying Rusev. No, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could I?
Uh,
yeah. I think honestly, we should really move on because we have
really should.
several
We've been on
more
this for
matches.
20 minutes.
Starting with yeah, we have. Let's talk about the U.S. title match, which was way too damn short.
Too short and boring.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Honestly, Rusev.
I knew it was gonna be boring.
I knew it was gonna be gender.
I picked Rusev because I was, and this is a fun fact, and this shows how shit this WrestleMania was. I set up a random selector for my picks. I grabbed an online website. I put in the people, the participants. I hit. Yes, that is why I was so terrible. Half the matches that I picked were either I can't believe I didn't lose. I went random and I tied.
Well, this WrestleMania, I mentioned this earlier in passing, but they did not do the predictable results with this one. I don't think anybody could have really called any of these matches unless they were like, tra-la-la-la-la. So I understand why your random number generator pretty much evened up with theirs, because this WrestleMania didn't feel like a season finale.
It didn't, and that's the problem, because they bill the night after WrestleMania as their season, their new season of Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very weird. Okay, so the match came, the match went. What
Fuck
the fuck
Jinder.
what the fuck is next?
The
John Cena?
No, the SmackDown tag titles.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
This was good.
This is good. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it now. The New Day fucking jumped the shark.
Oh
God, that was dumb.
no, it wasn't. It wasn't the SmackDown tag match. It was another tag match.
Wait, no. That was later.
Somebody pull up a fucking Wikipedia page, please.
They're all out of order.
I'm looking at it and I think it's the right order.
Go to Pro Fight DB. They have it in the right order.
All right.
Okay.
Pro 5DB WrestleMania 34.
They have it in the right order.
And the Mercedes-Benz Superdome.
Oh yeah, no, I'm wrong. Okay, yeah, opposite. Yeah, Oh yeah, we were wrong. It's the Ronda match.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so I skipped this match upon viewing of with my friends because we played Street Fighter instead for those like 30 minutes for the like the vignette and the promo and stuff because 3 of the people that I watched with were trans, 1 was gay, and they are not fans of Ronda Rousey for this reason. Not fans at all. Despite the fact that I've never heard Ronda actually say the things that they claim, you know what? I'll respect their decision. I kind of regret it though because
Sorry.
I went back and watched that match yesterday morning. Wow! Oh my God! This was booked to perfection. Holy shit!
So, I agree with you, 100%. I would have changed the ending just slightly. So we still have all that kind of we still have everything the way it was, but Ronda's going for like the armbar and such. Because in MMA, if your shoulders are on the mat and you've got them in an armbar, doesn't matter. You've got them in an armbar. So what could have happened is have Stephanie McMahon and go have the roll up, but also have like the tights or something, some massively dirty heel tactic to get the 1, 2, 3, but still have the like everything else. Because that would have shown Ronda Rousey is a massive competitor that should be feared, but she's still a rookie when it comes to WWE and professional wrestling.
I don't think they want to present her like that though. They've been promoting her for the last 3 months as a top dog, not just like performer, but athlete and crazy thing, and showing that, putting that kind of sloppiness in the books. I think it devalues it. Not to mention they did that anyway with her falling for every cheap trick in the book early on in the match. I think they did exactly what you wanted at the end.
That had the thing is that had no repercussion. Like the fact that all that dirty heel stuff happened had no impact on the match as a whole.
But of what?
It had no. On the whole, Ronda had no comeuppance for having all that stuff happen to her.
She won.
Exactly, she won. She had she hasn't learned a lesson.
He's saying
from...
that because just because she fell for all the stuff in the beginning, she was still able to get the win.
Okay.
So and remember, this is her first wrestling match.
Yes.
Professional wrestling is not the same as UFC. They nail that on the head repeatedly.
Okay, here's the thing though. She fought Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie McMahon is not a professional wrestler.
But I want to point this out. She's also a McMahon.
So
who cares?
Who cares? Like Kanako. Every time that McMahons have, for the most part, have fought at WrestleMania, they've always taken the hit.
Always. H has taken way more losses than wins. Vince McMahon has never won at WrestleMania.
Shane's won once. Well, technically twice if you count. Actually, no. Actually, Shane is probably the most winningest of the McMahons. Now that I think about it.
Yeah,
I want to point out one of his wins was against his own father, though.
Yeah, he won at 15. He won at 17.
Free, technically.
Yeah, and he won later today. Yeah, so Shane McMahon is the most winningest McMahon.
He's also beaten AJ Styles.
Well,
no,
at WrestleMania we're talking about.
At WrestleMania, he beat AJ Styles at WrestleMania.
No, he didn't.
AJ beat Shane. Did you not?
Yeah, that's what you're talking about. 33. Yeah, AJ won that match.
Do you have amnesia?
Well, yeah, I have shit memory. You guys all know that.
Okay, all right. The match though, as a whole, would you all agree that you were very much sports entertained?
I would say I'm very well more sports entertained. I will say Kurt and Triple H were a little bit slow, but then again, they're in their late 40s, pushing 50.
Kurt, I totally expect to be slow.
But yeah, I think well told story. Ronda was well protected. I think Steph needs to calm down her overacting a bit, but yeah, I think it was a very good match.
Better than it had any right to be, really.
Yeah, honestly, that's what I thought about last year's match with AJ and Shane.
So here's the thing that I think is like this is nothing against the match. This is against Triple H.
Go on.
So Triple H has always had this thing of everyone has their role to play. Every match should be this kind of match if it's in this position on the on the card.
Mm-hmm.
This match proves him either to be a massive hypocrite, because you know he had massive hands in like setting how this match would go. Like probably all of them did.
Okay,
From Stephanie. So let me finish. But then there's other matches on the card that should have been a lot better, that weren't because of how they were booked.
I'm
Okay.
still not following. Like, what do you mean?
Triple H has always had this mantra of everyone has a role to play on a card.
Yeah,
If you are in this position, you do this kind of match.
okay.
The match they put on was a main event caliber match.
I wouldn't say main event caliber, but it was still a really
Was
good
it
match.
was it the second best match of the night?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't know that at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Look at okay, let's compare this to WrestleMania 25. They had Triple H and Randy Orton had to follow Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. When they went back, when Triple H went back to Randy Orton in the backstage area, he said, "We are so fucked." Regardless of like what type of match happened, the thing that, oh god, we have to follow that. We are screwed. Like the main event is ruined.
Yeah, this is.
It's still based on what I'm still going off what Triple H has said.
Okay, fine. Moving on to the SmackDown tag match.
Oh, dear.
Bludgeon
Okay.
Brothers fucking won. Wyatt family going the hell over at WrestleMania 34.
Wyatt family's dead, dude. It's been dead for years.
The Wyatt family went over.
Every single member who was part of the Wyatt family went over.
Yes, every single one. All of them.
I was so
Holy crap.
That being said, I was so goddamn bored by this point.
Okay, so this is where things start to fall off. There's one more good moment after this, and then everything just falls off the rails. It was ridiculous. So this match, the only really notable thing was short stacks. That was pretty much it.
Oh god. Oh.
I want to point out that is my comedy moment of the night.
No.
That was.
It was
No.
amazingly funny. It was exactly what I expected from Xavier Woods in the New Day.
Oh,
And
the
I am
naked
happy
thing. Yeah.
because what they did was they summoned pancake stacks with the Dragon Zord theme. That is the
Yes.
most nerdy, stupid, most wrestling thing in the world.
I laughed.
It was funny.
I laughed.
I'm sorry. No. No.
Stick in the mud. Stick in the mud.
I was happy that oh cool, what's he summoning?
Whoa. Okay, update. Paige is the new
No.
SmackDown GM.
Wait.
SmackDown's oh, okay. Oh, so they're pulling an AJ from an AJ Lee?
More like they're pulling a Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Neat.
Okay, so yeah,
I'm down to clown.
Yeah, I thought the New Day. No, just no.
All right.
It was
no.
funny. We all laughed. Just
didn't.
accept it.
Voice.
I didn't laugh.
Stick in the mud. That's what you are. You're a stick in the mud.
Can we just move on to the pointless match?
Okay.
Which one? It feels like there was like at least 3 of them.
Undertaker
So-
versus Cena. That
Yes.
one.
This was not pointless.
We need to talk about the lead up to this though, because it was brilliant.
Oh, Elias Samp, that was Vince. I
That
love
was
you.
Beautiful.
I love you, Vince. Holy shit.
Because John Cena comes out, he's all hyped for the match, and then nothing happens, and then Elias comes out.
Oh my god, Elias, if he sticks with it and fucking trudges through the mud, he will be a big fucking deal. Like a really big deal in about 4 years.
He can win the
is,
world title.
in my opinion, in the mid card, right, he is the biggest heel.
Yeah.
Now,
He's-
now that the Miz is gone, he is the biggest heel in the mid card.
Depending on where you put Samoa Joe, yes.
He's
I
gonna-
put Joe in main event status. Like,
Okay, then. I can agree with that.
Yeah. Elias
Who-
is
who
going to have to
can
eat
dip
shit
in-
and like the taste, but in about 3-4 years, he's going to be a big deal.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say this now, and I'm a person who vehemently hated him. I disliked the character, but I want to point something out. I could see him becoming WWE champion in the future.
Yo, yeah.
Like, maybe 2 years if they push, if they fire too early. More likely 3 to 4.
Right. Sure. But yeah, so
Sometimes
Elias
they give
comes
him
out.
champion.
Elias comes out. He does his little song and dance. Cena goes scurrying back into the crowd with his tail between his legs, and Elias shit talks him some more. And John's like, "All right, fuck this and fuck you," and just jumps the rail, beats the shit out of him. Goodbye, Elias. And you look at him on the turnbuckle, and he looks so fucking done with everything. Like,
Bye, WWE. It's been fun.
so he starts walking up
But
the ramp.
WWE means walk with Elias. How could it be WWE without Elias?
So he keeps
let's-
walking up the ramp, and then
Dong. Oh my god.
the Undertaker's dong appeared.
I was with, of course, my friends. We were all drinking.
Mhm.
None of us wanted this at the start because we all remembered what happened last year. And nobody was thinking like, oh, he just came off his hip surgery. He was not nearly at 100%, wasn't even at 50%. So he comes down and, of course, the bell rings and we're like, really? Come on. Wow. Undertaker looks like he's 35 again. What the fuck?
You know why he looks 35 again? Because the match didn't go 3 minutes.
It
Oh
was,
my god.
Yeah, the shortest.
2 minutes and
47.
47 seconds.
This
Yeah,
match was
45
shorter than the match with the 10-year-old.
Yeah. Fucking holy shit.
Like,
Cena got one move in.
yeah,
One.
he got his alphaplex in, or whatever the hell it's called. Or protoplex. That's what it's called.
But even then, keep in mind, last year Undertaker didn't even do an old school.
Mhm.
He couldn't do an old school. Now he did one flawlessly. Like the difference is staggering.
The one move I could say that looked bad from him was the clothesline. The flying clothesline. That looked a bit eh.
Yeah, but one bad move out of 22
Yeah, like,
that you do is like a less than 5% margin of error.
I
Yeah,
will say
only bringing it up as kind of like a
a nitpick.
that's the only bad thing, and that's
Like that was his best choke slam in 5 years.
Oh my god, it was brilliant. I can't wait to see him
he
again.
he got so much height. He literally cleared Undertaker's head, like his whole body.
hate
Welcome
to be
back,
that
Undertaker.
person, but remember, It is professional wrestling.
Yeah.
Okay, but like he wasn't able to do that with Roman or
Well,
Brock.
it's Roman. It's Brock.
Was he able to do it with Shane? I don't remember.
I think so.
Like,
All right.
My point stands, and it's a really good match.
mhm,
Really short though.
It's what it needed to be. It didn't need to be any longer.
right.
Okay, so now for me, right here is when things start to take a turn for the shit. Daniel Bryan versus Shane McMahon. Oh, Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Fucking
match-
stretcher spots!
They're overdone. Yes.
I get that you need to protect Daniel Bryan, but you want to know what it's called? Just not tagging him in for the first 5 minutes. God damn, there's no need for a stupid fucking stretcher spot.
It's the same thing that like they should have did what they did with the Rousey match. Like just take a fucking long time because the heels keep cutting them off at the pass.
It's not good. This match, I didn't expect that much from Daniel Bryan because he's coming off of a long sabbatical. But this match, even if you just put it in a vacuum, it wasn't that good.
It was a standard by the numbers Daniel Bryan match.
So here's the thing. The match was terrible up until the point Daniel Bryan tagged in.
And it was still not that great.
It was great for his first match back in a very long time.
Sure, but you have to bring it up. You have to bring everything to a whole. And I understand that Daniel Bryan was going to do things by the numbers, but booking is everything in this kind of a match. And the booking was lazy as shit. Somebody in the room just said, do a stretcher spot. Keep him out for the first 10 minutes. Okay, all right. You're the boss, man. Let's do it. No. It was
that.
Wow.
Honestly, that sounds like a Vince McMahon idea.
I 100% bet you that's exactly what was going on. It was Vince being lazy.
Okay. If Sammy, Kevin, and Daniel booked it, this match would probably be a lot different.
Yeah,
there'd probably be a few extra package pile drivers.
Pile drivers for everyone.
Right, Voice, what did you think?
Personally, this is actually hang on, I'm just looking at my notes, what I put down here.
Ooh, professional, writing down notes.
Well, what I recalled. Bryan looked great. Dear God, poor Shane, take the entire year off.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Shane looked like bad, not in the like the oh God he couldn't wrestle. Well, that too, but oh dear God, like you look in so much pain. Stop wrestling.
He looked like a guy who was wrestling with an intestinal disorder.
Yeah, like dude, just stop wrestling for a year. There, we would not blame you if we would not blame you if you took the entire year off because holy fucking shit. Also, wrong guys won.
Yeah, probably.
That's what I have said. Bryan looked good. Poor Shane and wrong guys won.
Yeah.
And from what we've seen of Raw, this problem isn't going to be resolved anytime soon.
Yay.
Yeah. You know what this means, though? With Owens getting the contract. Oh, wait, no. The Owens no contest. Never mind.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Moving on.
I missed the match. I missed that one match because I was driving home.
You did. Well, I hope you didn't miss the TNA is hiring fucking.
I love that.
I missed it. I heard that rib. But
oh God.
I watched it live and I was just like, there's no chance he actually said that.
He totally did.
I'm just gonna go onto the Squared Circle page. Oh my God, he actually said that.
Vince is funny every so often. Never forget. Okay.
I could see that also being ad-libbed by Kurt.
Permission to say that, but now that TNA is effectively dead and buried and replaced, Vince is probably like, all right, hands up, rules out. Let's go.
Well, yeah. Well, even so, they used TNA footage in the build-up package for Styles Nakamura.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for Drake Maverick's opening debut interview.
Yep. Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway,
So-
next is Raw Women's title.
I like
This match should have been shorter.
I
It
like
was
this
10
match.
minutes.
Huh?
The match was 10 minutes.
I know, it should have been 5.
I could have taken a leave it like a minute or
I
two.
think the idea is that Nia Jax's ability in the ring is tied entirely to her mood. I think it should be if she's calm, cool, and collected, she's an average talent in the
So-
ring. But if she's pissed the fuck off, she will wreck your face. I think
So,
that-
I agree with you. That's a really cool idea. I have one issue with the story of this match.
Mm-hmm.
Not just the whole book, the whole story of Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss. WWE does realize physical bullying is a thing, right?
I've never heard of that term until just now. What the fuck is physical bullying?
Physical bullying is punching someone in the face.
I'm sorry. I heard bling, not bullying.
Bullying.
Sorry.
Yes, bullying.
Microphone kind of spazzed.
So
Anyway,
I keep in mind you're talking to someone that did not follow this plot line. The only thing I know of it is the video package that aired before the match. That's it.
so here's the thing. Nia Jax for Alexa Bliss physically assaulted people. So, Nia Jax is clearly okay with bullying.
I think Nia Jax is like your typical American conservative. They're okay with things happening until they happen to them.
Hmm.
So we'll have to wait and see if this like really changes her character for the better. Which, if it does, good storytelling. Because
WWE has a very loose grasp on how to do bullying storylines, because who is Alexa's sidekick throughout?
James.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, do you remember when they botched this 15 years ago with Booker T? Guys like you can't win championships.
Oh.
Well, you know what? They did it right this time. They got it right.
Yeah, at least the right
Also-
person won.
And the thing that I find amazing is Nia Jax, the person who outweighs Alexa Bliss massively, who outsizes Alexa Bliss massively, is the babyface.
Well,
Hey,
yeah.
you can do that. I mean, again, she might be physically intimidating, but emotionally, she's very vulnerable. And I think that's the story that they were trying to tell. And I think it's wonderful, to be honest.
Yeah. And like you can
Yeah.
get bullied for your weight. Like that's not
Picky
something
James.
that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
So, not much really to say about this match. So Kanako, I want you to be quiet for just at first. We're going to give you the last word on this one because we know how much this means to you. So just be patient, okay? Can you do that for me? Because once you start, you won't stop, and I know this. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
dum 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 dum.
This match was wrong not because of the match. Okay, the match was bad and terrible not because of the match itself. It's all because of how WWE promoted it. They promoted it as a dream match, the match to end all matches, the match that will steal the show at WrestleMania, when in reality, this is the beginning to a feud. Because after the match, of course, Shinsuke turns heel, and the crowd responded very well to it. They booed the shit out of him, which is good. This shows that a heel turn was the right move. And it might actually reinvigorate his character, because as of right now, he doesn't really have one. So this, I think, is a good thing. But how they promoted it put a lot of people's expectations. It was supposed to be the final match, the coronation of Nakamura, the coronation of foreign talents coming in and showing their shit, and it wasn't. And that's what disappointed a lot of people. And to be frank, even though when you take out the promotion, the match was serviceable and will probably do its job in about 6 months when SummerSlam comes around, when you add the promotion to it, it fucking sucks. Nikki, go ahead.
Yeah, like this. I just don't know what to say with this match. It should have been a 5-star classic from the moment it, like, I just don't know. Voice, I'm gonna hand this one off to you because I'm just gonna stammer.
Okay. I'm gonna say one thing, and people are gonna disagree with me on this, but whoever decided to turn Nakamura heel deserves to have their hands cut off, because this is one of the worst heel turns I've ever seen in wrestling. Okay, you want to know a good heel turn? It actually happened the same week. Roderick Strong had a more believable heel turn joining the Undisputed Era, because ever since ever since Bobby Roode insulted Strong's sister and lost his match to and lost his match to him, he's been trying to get on that winning page. And as soon as the Undisputed Era invaded, right around the time that War Games was just about to be announced, Cole, Fish, and O'Reilly would say, "Hey, come join the winning team. You have the shot." But then the Authors of Pain stepped in. He still didn't win. Then comes the the Dusty Rhodes Classic, which then culminated into him teaming up with Pete Dunne, and now you have you have a winning team. All of a sudden, Bobby Fish goes down, or O'Reilly goes down?
Fish.
Okay, but yeah, Bobby Fish goes down. So not only does Adam Cole have to not only are they down another what do you call it? Not only are they down another.
Oh, breathe.
Sorry.
You just did the same thing 4 times in a row. I'm
Sorry.
concerned. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. So not only does the Undisputed Era have a person down, Adam Cole has to wrestle again after winning the 6-man ladder match for the new North American Championship. So, after all that's said and done, Undisputed Era is down. They're ready to win. All of a sudden, Roderick Strong turns on Pete Dunne. That was his opportunity. That was a well telegraphed and well told heel turn for Roderick Strong to join the Undisputed Era. That was fantastic. Everyone enjoyed. Everyone, while shocked, everyone accepted. Yes, this makes sense. I'm totally fine with it. Nakamura doesn't. There was nothing telegraphed. Nothing in terms of booking that said, "Oh, he might turn heel." It was just like, playful banter between AJ and Shinsuke throughout the entire feud. It was like, mutual. And all of a sudden, low blow starts then Nakamura just starts pummeling him. No. This heel turn was dumb.
Not to mention, it was kind of half-assed. They didn't go as far as they could have, because he basically just did a low blow, kicked him a couple times, and then one Kinshasa. Oh no! What a villain!
Can I speak now?
Go ahead.
I've said my bit.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Stats with Kaneko. WrestleMania 34. 20 minutes and 20 seconds for the WWE Championship. Wrestle Kingdom 10. 24 minutes and 18 seconds for the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. I do not have the star ratings
4.75
for WrestleMania.
4.75 was for
Yeah,
Kingdom
let me
10.
talk.
Sorry.
Don't cut in. I don't have the star ratings for WrestleMania 34, but I do have them for Wrestle Kingdom 10. 4.75. Almost a 5-star, which is good. There is a handful of 5-star matches and 3 that are higher than 5. No, 5 that are higher than that. Damn. He's been giving out more than 5 stars a lot recently. But anyway, The big difference between the matches is quite simply the booking and how the match went. Shinsuke versus Nakamura was Shinsuke about to leave the company.
Shinsuke versus Nakamura?
Shinsuke versus AJ. Whatever. Shinsuke at Wrestle Kingdom 10 was him leaving on a high, still holding his Intercontinental Championship, the belt he rebuilt from the ground up, the belt that he made prestigious again. That match meant so much, and the fact that he won and means so much. WrestleMania 34 means nothing. This match could have just as easily been on a C or B level pay-per-view any point of the year. And that disappoints everyone, especially when you book this match as say it with us, as a match in the making, a legendary match, a match that you've always wanted. Now, I have no problem with Shinsuke Nakamura being a heel. But if you're going to make him a heel, as Voice said, make it so we can see it coming if we know what to look for. You did nothing. In fact, you made it look like they were both baby faces. There was no heel tactics during the match. There was no heel moments in lead up. There is no point at all to the heel turn. If there was a point to it, I would have loved to have known it because I can't tell you at the moment. And now, this is the big issue that I have with WWE at the moment, especially with how they book WrestleMania and pay-per-views in general. You cannot salvage the pay-per-view by doing rewrites on the show after. You cannot fix the problems of the pay-per-view by putting a band-aid on it by changing the results on Raw or SmackDown. Look at the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match as a very good example. I'm done.
Moving on. Next match is Braun Strowman and not vacant, but question mark versus Cesaro and Sheamus. Could any of you called this in a million years?
No. Well, we got half of it right.
If you would have picked John Cone's son, you would have been laughed out of the building.
Wait,
I was gonna say,
is this John Cone's son?
yes. Nicholas is John Coe's son.
Oh, I thought he was a Make-A-Wish kid. Okay.
No.
So, you know how he said, when I come back from school, you're going to get these hands? That may actually happen, which is the fun part.
Didn't they relinquish the titles, or am I mistaken?
They did.
They did.
On Raw, he said, Braun said, once Nicholas is done with his schools, he's coming back and we're going to get those titles back. And he said, and they're going to get these hands. And it was really cute and funny.
Now,
so either that's going to be a feud that happens in June after school lets out, or in like 8 years.
In 8 years once he's finished school.
So let's see. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Let's say. Let's be generous and say WrestleMania in 2026 or 2027.
That'd be really cool though if they did it like his debut match on Mania is Mania with Braun as his tag team partner.
Like Braun's getting beat down by somebody, and then all of a sudden Nicholas comes out of the crowd and is just
God.
like,
"Wait, who's this random kid? Wait a minute! Wait, John Cone? Oh my God, is that Nicholas Cone?
I got my degree, bitches.
Time to catch these hands."
Now
that would be that would be the most amazing long book in the world.
Who
And I would
says
love it.
WWE can't do long-term booking?
This I love this because the match was not the match, but the WrestleMania up to this point was definitely steadily downturning. This really brought me back up because this is about as WrestleMania can get.
This
I
is
love-
wrestling.
Like,
At its most hokey, most corny, most silly moment. This is wrestling. This is DDT levels of bullshit,
oh,
and I
my
love it.
It's
Yes.
By the way, now that this happened and Nicholas did win the tag team championships with Braun, Nicholas is now the youngest WWE champion of all time. Fuck you,
Sucks.
Rene Dupree.
I was gonna say Tyler Bate.
Nope.
Uh,
Renee Dupree
yeah.
was younger
Really?
by like
He
2
was
months.
like,
Oh,
yeah,
They're
slightly
both
younger.
19.
okay.
Randy Orton also very young.
Yeah, but we're talking like any title, not just the
Yeah,
one title.
I know. Remember, he got the Intercontinental belt before he got the World.
Yes,
That's true,
he
but-
got it at like the age of 21.
Still very young.
Oh, yeah.
But Nicholas was like a sperm.
10.
So, comparatively speaking.
Compared to Braun, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was.
By the way,
totally
that hot
fun.
tag. That
Well,
hot
that was
tag.
so good. They tagged in Nicholas, and oh my god, we were going insane.
I'll tell you what would have been really funny though, if he had have walked up to it was Sheamus, right?
No, it's
Or was
Cesaro.
Walked up to Cesaro, threw a punch, and just Cesaro no sells it. That would have been perfect.
I would have
just
loved
like-
it.
Just like
And then he
goes,
runs back into the corner and tags.
"Oh shit, I've made a terrible mistake."
Actually, you remember that? What was it that Sting Sprite ad like years back in the day?
Yes.
That's what probably would have happened if Nick actually wrestled.
So yeah, Braun and Nicholas won. We were all happy. This is the moment where I thought, are they going to salvage this WrestleMania? And
No!
then
Okay, we all okay.
Okay.
So the last 3 times that Roman Reigns has main evented WrestleMania,
Mhm.
we thought that 32 was the worst. 31 was a surprisingly fucking fantastic match, even not counting the Rollins cash in. At least in my opinion, it was.
it was going decently. I was like, depending on how the ending, if it didn't have Rollins, depending on how the ending goes,
Oh,
I
fuck
would have
you,
been
I love it.
annoyed, but I wouldn't have been furious.
It was on its way to a 3 3/4 star match.
I thought
Yes.
it was 4.5 without it. Fuck you all. Okay, 32.
I would have given it. I would have given it 3 and 3/4, maybe 4 if I was going to be generous.
So okay, 32.
If I was
32
drunk.
Okay. All right.
All right, Kanako.
32 up to this point was the worst of the bunch. It was painfully average. 33 just I think Undertaker's injury inadvertently elevated the
Made
match
it.
because the story of the whole thing was Undertaker is old, Roman Reigns is not. Undertaker is battered and beaten and bloodied and bruised and ruined, and Roman is not. And I think that
The whole
all the
line.
botches that Undertaker did, I think that inadvertently elevated the match. So I thought it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Now
whole-
we know
whole-
just how bad it can fucking get.
I didn't watch this match. Keep in mind, I turned the pay-per-view off on the night right around the U.S. title match. I went and then I watched the rest at work. I decided to skip the Brock Lesnar match. Holy crap! I'm glad I did.
Whoever booked this match is a fucking moron. Hi, Vince.
So an injured Roman, because remember, it was stated he was injured and hurt,
Mhm.
can take 5 F5s.
Braun
One.
takes 1. Joe takes 1. Roman takes 6.
And here's something even stupider. How many skull-crushing finales did it take to take the IC title off of him a couple months ago?
Like
Oh.
2.
1 or 2.
The correct answer is 2.
Now, I understand that at WrestleMania, finishers typically do 35% less damage. I understand that. Okay.
And I'm fine with that. I would have been okay if it was like 2 or 3 at the most.
This is all a factor of Brock Lesnar not giving a shit anymore. He does not give a single fuck. He didn't care at 32. At 33, I'm pretty certain he only cared because it was Goldberg's last match and he was paying his respect.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't care anymore.
And being a bro.
I will say this about Brock. He cares to the extent that a match like this is going to fuck up his next payday. Because this match was a bomb. This was a
fuck
negative...
up his next payday? He got a new fucking contract.
Yeah, but we don't know how long. The same thing. Paul Heyman's is a short one.
Yeah, it's a short contract with room for one UFC date.
So the current rumors are it's a 2-event thing. Most likely a match at match at the Greatest Royal Rumble, and then a match afterwards as a rematch, both of which he will lose to Roman Reigns.
Well, even still, like after the match, he was pissed off. And I think that a lot of that was just because of how hard the crowd was absolutely shatting on it. Because that's the first time I've ever heard a "this is awful" chant.
I've heard
and it works perfectly
one
because
other time.
Well, it's the pure opposite of "this is awesome," which gets chanted a lot these days. Mm-hmm. And then you have "this is awful," and it's like you would expect that chant to become a thing a long time ago, and it wasn't. It took this.
Wait, Kanako, what was the other one you said you heard?
I vaguely remember hearing it one other time. It was a really shite match, but I don't remember it off the top. Like, it's one of those memories where it's like vaguely, did they do that? I think they've done that before. But...
Yeah, we call those memories dreams.
No, it wasn't a dream. That's for damn sure.
Well, even
either way,
shit memory, not that shit.
I'll say this. I think Felix Finch put the of Wrestling with Regret, he does the NXT report. He put it best when I say at least WrestleMania 31 was a fucking match.
Yeah.
This was
31 was a match with a beginning, a middle, and an end.
This was 15 minutes of Roman getting his ass kicked and throwing in a Superman punch every now and then.
Yeah, there was literally 6 different moves between both men in this match. Like
most of which were done to Roman.
Yeah, it was basically suplex, F5, F5, kick out, suplex, Superman punch, spear, kick out, F5, F5, F5 through the table, knee to the face, kick out, blood. I will say this, that Crimson Mask shot was really cool.
Oh, that was fantastic as fuck. Okay, that's the one
Vince
good thing.
Fucking hated it, apparently.
Yeah. Thank you, Vince.
Ooh, well, he probably hated a lot of things about that match.
Yeah.
Fun fact, the table spot, the German announcers didn't know it was coming.
Oh, fun. They have to know. Like, maybe not all the time, but just as a fact, well, we're the German announce team. We're getting somebody to go to our table.
Team. It's usually the Spanish, not the Germans.
Yeah, lately, I think they've been going more towards the Germans.
So, would you guys say that this was the worst match on the card?
Sadly, no.
I would say the U.S. title match. That was worse. Because at least with the Universal title match, there's some... Like, it felt big. The U.S. title match felt small. It felt really small.
The reason why I say it's not the worst is because my expectations for it was already low. I had at least decent expectations for the U.S. title match. And look back at how long we talked about the Women's Battle Royal.
Yeah, shockingly long amount of time. Oh, that was weird.
Yeah, it's amazingly long.
But yeah, what's that Malcolm in the Middle gif? I expected nothing and got less.
I expect nothing, and I'm still
I'm still disappointed.
Yeah, yes. Something like that.
That's this Roman Reigns match.
Hold on, I'm gonna Google that. I
honestly, Honestly, I want to point out something. I did randomly predict this match. It's the one match that I decided, you know what? Fuck it. I have a feeling Roman's not gonna win the belt tonight. Right? Because, like, even though I did the random for everything else, this is the one match I actually predicted. Because I was like, I know Vince too well. I've been watching this for 20 years. Vince hates it when his boys gets booed this much.
Well, if that was the case, then they would have done something to fix it by now.
You know what I'm surprised they didn't go with, which could have been really cool and interesting and barely ever happens at WrestleMania? A fucking DQ. Roman gets not Roman, but Brock gets DQ'd because he's beating the living hell out of someone. I think the one other time that has happened was with Ken Shamrock.
Yeah.
Wow, I just pulled out a bunch of WrestleMania lore then.
Wait, what was the finish to 27?
What with
Miz and Cena?
well, Rock.
Miz won clean.
Clean in quotations. Yeah, the Rock basically rock bottomed Cena, and then Miz capitalized.
Oh, so
Yeah,
not
1,
clean
2,
is what
3.
is the word you're looking for.
Clean as far as the Miz is concerned.
Okay, but yeah. So the Greatest Royal Rumble, the match is going to be in a cage.
Roman's going to climb over that cage and win that way.
Yeah, I was about to say that gives them an out. That lets them put the title on Roman without actually having to pin Brock.
Submit.
Yeah.
Roman submitting someone.
He's not a submission.
I don't even think he knows a submission move.
Yeah.
That would be the most Vince McMahon move. It's just like, we're gonna have him tap out Brock, even though he doesn't know a submission just yet. He'll just do it with a random Boston Crab.
You know what would be a good submission move for Roman though on certain guys? Bear hug.
No. The only person who makes a bear hug look good is
is Brock.
Yeah.
And that time he bear hugged Hulk Hogan to death.
Honestly,
another one would be the torture rack.
No, good one. The Dragon Sleeper.
He's got the strength for that. That would be believable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's moves that there's submission moves that he could do, but he just hasn't learned them because he doesn't need to, because he's Roman Reigns and he can win with Superman punches and spears.
So,
what the 5 moves of Doom were bad. Now it's the 2.
So yeah, this main event was bad.
Yeah, I think we're done here. Just to sum up my thoughts, because Nikki, you weren't here. I'll say it again. This started as the greatest WrestleMania of all time and ended as the worst.
That sounds about right. Because out of the first 4 matches, 3 of them were fan-tucking-fastic. Like the IC title match, the SmackDown Women's title match, and the Rousey match. Those were all great.
So what we're saying is it was a WWE pay-per-view. Great beginning, but like a shitty Olympic gymnast, they couldn't stick the landing.
Well, here's to the Greatest Royal Rumble.
I'm gonna get massively drunk by sipping alcohol while I watch people get eliminated.
So what time does that start Eastern? I forgot to look.
Oh, shit, that's a good question.
Actually, we just check our title card artist. We posted it in the.
I've got it. 11 a.m.
Eastern.
Ooh.
No, noon Eastern.
Noon Eastern. Okay.
That's a reasonable hour.
Yeah, actually, that's right. That's right as soon as I got out of work, so I missed like the first half hour of it.
Yeah, and
nice,
the pre-show.
good.
And the pre-show starts 1 hour earlier at 11 a.m. Eastern.
Okay.
So
Actually, I could probably watch that during work. When I have downtime.
So minimum, if you sip a drink for every elimination in that match, you'll have 40 sips. Enjoy.
49,
Oh yeah, 49.
because it's a 50-man battle royale.
You probably know, just in case, you probably do every 2 eliminations.
Yeah, we'll find a different rule for that one. All right, so we'll talk more about Greatest Royal Rumble and the Greatest Royal Rumble video.
Yeah. Also, keep in mind we actually We do have a couple more ideas in terms of best and worst stuff. We just put that down. We have a couple of ideas, so keep on lookout for that.
And I have a video that should be coming out around the same time, or actually, the first part of this will be coming out a little bit before. It'll be a how WWE should have booked video.
Ooh.
And I'm working on a talk show.
In the next coming months, because I do have that Fire Pro Wrestling game, I might bring back the Haymakers league thing.
Yay!
Wrestling Federation. There it is. I might bring it back. Maybe. I don't know. Who
That
knows?
depends.
I honestly, a Charky gifted me that game a long time ago, and I haven't even turned it on yet. So I just need to see. I know that pretty much everything can be customized, and I know that Kanako, you have the game as well, so you can help me out. Although you said you don't want to because you think you're bad at it. Well, tough. You're helping me out.
But that's up to you, the viewers.
They're going to say yes. You know this.
Oh, okay.
They're going to say.
Well, then get on
yes. Yes.
Fuck!
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Voice Nikki, you need to get the game too.
Yeah, I'll think about it.
I'll see what I have left on my Steam card.
It's like $10, I think.
20.
10, $15.
Whatever. Screw it. We're signing off. Bye, everybody.